Let me ask you something. What if you're doing everything right for your health, especially if you're over 60, but one tiny, simple mistake with a can of sardines is undoing all of that hard work? We all know sardines are a superfood, right? But the way most people eat them? Well, it isn't just a little off, it's actually critically flawed.
It's a scary thought, isn't it? You're thinking you're doing your heart and brain a huge favor, but what if you're not getting the benefits you think you are? Look, I'll be honest, for years I was making these exact same mistakes. I thought I was a health guru, but nope, I was leaving all the best stuff on the table. It's a tough pill to swallow, I know, but today we're going to fix all that.
And get this is the part that really blew my mind. The estimates say only about 2% of people, 2%, are actually getting the full incredible power out of this fish. The good news? Hey, you're here. And in the next few minutes, you're going to be part of that exclusive 2% club. I promise you're going to know exactly what to do. So first, let's just quickly get on the same page about what's at stake here. I mean, we're talking about a nutritional powerhouse. We're talking top-tier omega-3s, tons of calcium, tons of protein, and almost zero mercury. This is the good stuff, the absolute gold standard. And we want to make sure we're getting every last bit of that goodness, right? But here's the catch, and it's a big one. All those amazing, life-changing benefits, they're kind of fragile. They can get wiped out by these really simple habits, stuff we do without even thinking about it at the grocery store or in our own kitchens. These are the little secret mistakes we're going to plug up, starting right now.
Let's start right where the mistakes usually begin, standing in that canned food aisle. That first decision you make is probably the most important one. Okay, so this one kind of flips everything we've been taught on its head. For years, we've heard water-packed is healthier, right? Well, not with sardines. In fact, choosing water is a huge mistake. That olive oil isn't just there for taste. It's like a bodyguard for all those precious omega-3s, and it helps your body soak up all the other good vitamins. Trust me, it's an upgrade you have to make.
This next one, it's a 3-second check that can save you a whole lot of grief. I know. We're all in a hurry. But just grabbing a can without giving it a quick once-over is a real gamble. If a can is bulging, that's a huge red flag for bacteria. Same with rust or leaks. And yeah, take a quick peek at that expiration date. It really does matter.
All right, so you've got the perfect can. You're home, awesome. But now we're in the kitchen, and this is where some of the biggest nutritional blunders go down.
Okay, this is so important, I'm going to say it twice. Canned sardines are already cooked. They are fully cooked. So when you throw them in a hot pan and fry them up, you're not just making them mushy, you're literally destroying those delicate, amazing omega-3s. If you like them warm, just heat them gently. A minute is all they need.
Oh man, this next one, it just hurts my soul, because I see it happen all the time. Rinsing the sardines. You think you're just washing off some of the fishiness, but what you're really doing is power washing all the best stuff, the healthy oils, the flavor, the vitamins, right down the drain. It is literally like throwing away a winning lottery ticket. Please don't do it.
And that brings me to what is, without a doubt, the number one, biggest, most critical mistake of all. You carefully take the fish out of the can, and then you pour that beautiful golden oil right into the sink. If you change just one thing after this, please let it be this one.
That oil isn't waste, my friend. It is liquid gold. It's been marinating with those fish, soaking up all the omega-3s, all the vitamins. You're throwing away a huge chunk of the benefits. And hey, not to mention, it tastes incredible. Drizzle it on a salad, toss it with pasta, or just get some good crusty bread and mop it all up. That oil is part of the package deal.
So let's keep going with this idea of accidentally throwing out the best parts of the food. You'd be shocked at how common this is.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Eating fish bones? No way. I used to be right there with you. But here's the thing. The cooking process makes them so soft they just dissolve in your mouth. And those tiny little bones, that's where the magic is for your own bones. They are one of the best sources of calcium you can find anywhere. Picking them out is literally tossing away the best part.
So, let's talk leftovers. Once you pop that can open, the clock starts ticking. The big enemy here is oxygen, and how long they last really depends on what they're packed in. If it's water, you've got about a day, max. The oil and sauce help protect them a bit, so you can get a few extra days out of those.
And here's the number one absolute golden rule for leftovers. Get them out of that metal can. I mean immediately. When you leave them in the tin, they're exposed to air, which kills the nutrients. And you know what I'm talking about? They get that nasty metallic taste. Always move them to a glass container with a good lid.
So we've nailed the nutrition and the safety stuff. But let's be real. If they don't taste good, you're not going to eat them.
So now it's time for the fun part, making them absolutely delicious.
Look, eating sardines straight from the can is fine, but it's kind of like listening to your favorite band's single on repeat when they have a whole amazing album for you to discover. These little guys are so versatile. Mash them on toast with a squeeze of lemon, toss them into a salad, blend them up into a dip. You gotta get creative.
The secret to making sardines taste incredible is all about balance. They're rich, they're savory, so they need something bright and fresh to cut through that. Think lemon juice, a splash of vinegar, fresh herbs, juicy tomatoes. Those are their best friends. Heavy, creamy sauces or a ton of butter, that's just going to weigh them down.
Okay, wow, we have gone through a lot of don'ts. So let's just wrap this all up into a simple, easy-to-remember playbook. These are your new golden rules to finally unlock the true power of sardines.
Look, if you forget everything else, just burn these 4 rules into your memory. Number 1, always buy them packed in olive oil. 2, eat the whole fish, bones and all. 3, use that amazing oil from the can. And 4, be gentle with the heat. That's it. That is the whole secret right there.
Okay, just a real quick but important heads up. Sardines are fantastic, but if you're watching your sodium, you want to look for the low-sodium options. And if you've ever dealt with gout or kidney stones, you just need to be a little mindful of compounds called purines in them. Like with anything, just listen to your body and talk to your doctor.
And that's really the coolest part, isn't it? This isn't about some crazy, complicated diet. It's just about making a couple of small, super smart changes to something you might already have in your pantry. And believe me, those little tweaks can make a huge difference for your health down the road.
All right, now I really want to hear from you. Which one of these mistakes was your big aha moment? For me, it was finding out I was throwing away that liquid gold oil for all those years. That was a total game changer. Drop a comment below and let me know which one got you. Let's talk about it.